Nathan Breisinger here from Pittsburgh Sports Now for some National Signing Day primer content here with the 2025 quarterback commit Mason Heintschel from Clay High School out in Ohio. Mason, thank you for joining me for a few minutes here.
I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. And you've been committed for quite a while now, all the way back in March, 8 months plus since you've committed. Just talk about how excited you are to finally put some pen to paper here and sign with the Pitt Panthers.
I mean, I've been talking about it for a while. I'm excited to make it official. I mean, you see guys that are flipping everywhere and all those kinds of decommitments and all that kind of stuff. I'm ready to make it official and let people know I'm here to stay. And I feel like that's a really big thing to me, just staying loyal to your commitments. And obviously, with me being able to put pen to paper, that's one of those things where it's official. And I'm excited to be I'm excited to be a Panther.
Recruiting's such a big part of relationships, and especially with the coaching staff. Just talk about what it's been like with Coach Narduzzi, Cade Bell, and those coaches, how you formed a relationship.
I mean, it feels like every single time I visit, it just gets better and better. Our relationship just gets stronger and stronger, and I feel like um, I have nothing but good things to say about the coaching staff, and I'm excited to be home. I'm excited to learn from them and gain that kind of knowledge and just be the best player I can be, and just to hopefully thrive in that kind of offense. I mean, Coach Bell and I talk about every week, and it's just I'm excited, and it's gonna be a fun ride.
You mentioned it. I mean, you were there quite often during the season, a lot of the home games. Um, what kept you coming back to those games, and what type of experiences have you had there?
I think I think it's the culture that they're building. I think that's a big thing that keeps me there is just being able, like I said before, building that relationship with the coaches, but also just getting to talk to the guys that are also committed and just being able to build a relationship with those guys. I mean, those are going to be my brothers for the next couple of years, and I think just being able to connect with those guys in any way, they're going through the same recruiting process as me, and they're in the same situation as I am. So just being able to experience that together. I think that's important.
You leaned into it there a little bit about the relationships formed with the other guys in the class. I mean, as the quarterback and an early commit, you were the catalyst to start recruiting some of these other guys. I've talked to Shep Turk. You two were kind of at the forefront. How important is that to start, stepping in and say and use yourself as a recruiting tool?
I mean, I think that's big. I feel like for a player, I feel like just hearing it from another player and not just the coaches. I feel like that's big, and I feel like that helps build relationships. I think it's a big thing for those guys just to hear from people who are in that kind of same situation, like I said before, and just to be able to experience those things together and to talk about those things and to hear another side of it and to share why I think that Pitt is the place to be. I think that's the big thing I tried to share with those guys, and I feel like me, Shep, me, and a couple of the other guys did a great job of displaying that message to get those guys to commit. So
So before heading into Wednesday and this week, you finished up your senior season, won a league title there, 2,000 plus passing yards, 34 touchdowns. Just, give us an inside perspective on just what this season was like for you.
it was very memorable for sure. I think not only as far as accolades and stats go for me, I think it was big for us to bring home that league title. I mean, that was something we talked about for the past few years that this was the class that was going to do it. But to actually be able to bring it home as our first league title in I think it was 42 years. So I mean that was something that our class always talked about as freshmen and growing up. We were like we hope to be the class to do it. We think we're going to be the class to do it, and to fulfill our dreams and to fulfill that kind of those wishes. It was just I mean it was an awesome year, and I'm deeply grateful for that group. It was really special.
So before you sign and you're enrolling early and getting on campus, before Pitt fans get to know you, open us up a little bit. What's something Pitt fans should know about you that they don't maybe know yet?
Oh, this is a great question. I always get put on the spot with questions like these, and I don't know how to answer them. Um, something that they don't know that they should know about me.
Yeah.
It's a really great question. Usually I answer this question with just like I'm a big country music fan. I love to listen to country music, especially before games. It really helps me calm down and just get those nerves away. But I feel like that's too generic of an answer.
That's
Uh,
not bad.
I like
I
to
mean, who?
golf. I
There
love
you
to
go.
golf, and I'm a terrible golfer, but I love to golf.
Uh,
That's another one. So,
who's your go-to country artist?
big Morgan Wallen fan. I like Zach
Yeah.
Bryan too, but I love Morgan Wallen. I always listen to Morgan Wallen, so that's my go-to for sure.
There you go. There you go. And then just sort of final question here. I mean, what type of impact do you hope to bring to this Pitt Panthers organization or program?
I mean, obviously the main goal is to just I want to come in here and win. I mean, that's the big thing is you always want to win games, and I want to bring home titles, ACC championships, national championships. I want to do everything in my power to bring that home, and I feel like that big first step is just to get acclimated to what it's like being a college football player, and just come in and work my butt off and see where we go from there. I'm excited to be I'm excited to learn from those guys. I'm excited to learn from Eli. I'm excited to be in Coach Bell's offense. So whatever I can do to make an impact as soon as I get on campus, that's what I'll do. So
Well, that's Pitt Panther 2025 quarterback commit Mason Heintschel. Appreciate you for taking some time and for joining us.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
He'll be signing on Wednesday on the early National Signing Day, 9:30 at Clay High School. Thanks for tuning in.